A contrarian Canadian mukbanger best known for her excessive fast food meals and bonus Sammys may just end up eating her words instead. Hey y'all, I'm back, because unlike Foodie Beauty's eyeliner, Gorlworld hasn't made me run yet. Last weekend, after the kitten stealing debacle, Chantal predictably continued to crash out on her community tab post about her ignorance of the law and how she was just trying to help a dying kitten. Of course, the kitten wasn't dying, according to the legitimate vet that Paws Kuwait took the cat family to, but no matter. Foodie has proof that she won't show us from the animal garage she didn't go into that she still insists was a vet. Then, of course, she deleted everything, again. Spiraling out on her community tab while she's taken a break has indicated a travel period in the past, so this could mean Canada Bees for Life is underway. However, the specific continued raging about lawsuits and Paws Kuwait, followed by an especially long silence throughout the following week, could indicate she's doing her oppositional defiant best to underestimate the seriousness of the situation, or that her devices have been confiscated perhaps by a concerned Sala or possibly even authorities. Initially, I was about 70-30 leaning towards Canada, but at this point, I'm prepared to do a full politician-style flippy-flop and make that 70-30 Kuwait. I just don't see her going this long in her great northern land of free speech without going live or at least doing some smug posting. It's the lack of posting that really makes me think Tweedle Scam stayed in the luxury 2.5-room shoebox, either thinking she could weather it out or at the insistence of Tweedle Scat. Ex-Bestiala confirmed what we all suspected when he went live with Milky. Sala is a bought man and essentially an employee of the Foodie Beauty channel, and with potential charges of his own looming, I don't see him letting go of his cash lol cow so easily. Inside me there are two wolves, y'all. One believes she left her accomplice, husband, holding the bag. The other believes she truly is too stupid to know when to skedaddle. Either way, it's as clear as the illegal video of the Kuwaiti oil fields she shot that something is indeed up. Paws did not back down and followed through on their promise to file an official complaint. For some reason, our girl seemed to think this was a lawsuit bees and not a criminal charges bees. Or maybe she doesn't know the difference, kind of like she doesn't know the difference between Arab and Arabic, or the difference between rescue an animal and tormenting it. So, Dad, if you're listening, sue the nation of Kuwait, I guess. What she doesn't fully seem to grasp, to absolutely no one's surprise, is that everything she said about the kitten's health and donations being for the kitten could be 100% true. I mean, they're not, but let's just play along. Everything she said about the kitten and where the money went could be true, and it would still be illegal in Kuwait. No one is trying to sue you for trying to save an allegedly dying animal, cutie. They're trying to charge you criminally for illegally soliciting donations. Willful ignorance or just plain ignorance? I'll let y'all be the judge, Judy, on that one. Ignorance of the law may be a good enough excuse for her supporters. Dumbasses of a feather bees together, after all. But whether or not that's good enough for the Ministry of Justice remains to be seen. I wonder if Burger King Kuwait sells a Crow Royale with I told you so sauce. It also seems King Beezer could lose his crown and go down, either with Foodie's sinking ship or on one of his very own, since his big perfume business dealings have been called into question as well. No surprises there, and we're going on a full week with no sightings of Foodie Boo or Scrappy Poo. Since the Vitaly video has come up, and since our girl has been as quiet as a dainty little mouse since the traditional community tab meltdown, I thought it would be worthwhile to revisit some highlights from that now delightfully ironic video.
So I have a spicy chicken sandwich. Yeah. And I have a bonus sandwich also. I don't know, Junior Royal.
This has been so strange. This video is only a month old, but it already feels kind of nostalgic seeing those bonus Burger King Sammys.
And then the BK in Kuwait has curly fries, as you all know. So that's what I'm having today. Burger King in Kuwait is awesome. Okay. Just like Kuwait is awesome. I love Kuwait.
Is it? Was Kuwait awesome? Were their laws awesome? They weren't so awesome once they started to come for you, were they?
I'm ecstatic because I hear that Vitaly is facing 24 years in a Philippines prison. And that makes me very happy because Vitaly is a bad guy. He's a douchebag.
Isn't this just something, y'all?
Streamer.
She is so stoked a douchebag streamer got in trouble. This has just been such a great week.
And I'm sorry.
Food on the table, cue the hungry cat.
I see people defending this guy like, that's too harsh. You know why it's not too harsh?
Why, Chantal? Why isn't it too harsh? I can't wait to hear why.
Because Vitaly broke laws in the Philippines.
Did he? What should they do
that
to
had
him?
that kind of harsh sentence. And all it took was for him not to go to the country and disrespect and break the laws.
That's all it took? All he had to do was not disrespect and break the laws. But he did it. Oh, Foodie. All you had to do was not go to Kuwait and disrespect and break their laws.
Not to disrespect the culture and break the laws.
What?
He should have done his research.
He should have done his research, y'all. He should have done his research. Let's get that quote up there. You can't know every law, can you, cutie?
And you know what? He's proud of it. He's proud of what he did.
Proud? Oh, you wouldn't know what it's like to be proud of screwing up, would you? Oh, wow.
There's a clip of him on the internet clapping when they're showing in court before the judge his YouTube prank videos.
I guess you'll be proud of whatever consequences you get, too. No one's quite clear on what those might be. Could be fines. The harshest, I would guess, is deportation. I can't see the Kuwaiti government wanting to take her on as a prisoner with all of her issues. It seems like it would be more affordable for them to just ship her back home. But either way, she'll be proud of it, I bet. Real proud.
So what kind of things did he do? Tried to prank a woman who was jogging by jumping out in front of her and trying to hug her. Naturally, she shoved him.
It's almost like when you stole a kitten and naturally people freaked out and reported you because you were doing things the wrong way. And you stressed out a kitten that you said was dying. A nursing kitten that you stole from its mom for hours and deprived of mother's milk. Took it to some shady animal garage, called it a vet, and then dumped it back out and tried to pass the buck on to a rescue when you finally figured out you couldn't handle it, or the scam wasn't going how you wanted, however you want to see that. I think when she figured out that A, the kitten was a boy that would need to be fixed in a timely manner and she couldn't slack off like she did with Julia, and B, that the kitten may actually have some legitimate medical needs that would require a real vet with real bills, she changed her mind. The scam wasn't worth it anymore. If that had been a healthy girl kitten, I think she would have tried to keep it and keep collecting donations in the name of helping the kitten. The net result is the kitten got dumped back outside, rescued by a real animal rescue, and now she's looking at big trouble because she didn't research those laws.
Films himself going up to women, harassing them.
Films herself going up to cats, harassing them, finally kidnaps one, torments it for hours, dumps it back outside, tries to act like she was the savior, blames the haters for forcing her to return it, blah, blah, blah.
Going up to cops and asking if he can kiss them, stealing their hats, taking a motorcycle, stealing.
Going up to oil fields, filming them, going up to graveyards, filming them, going into the mosque, filming that, taking a kitten off the street, filming that, burying a hamster a foot deep on a public beach, filming that.
Stealing objects from malls. He needs to be another example of why these douchebag pranksters need to face consequences.
And you can be an example of why these douchebag animal abusers need to face consequences.
It's not funny.
No, it wasn't funny what you did either.
It's not funny. People with half a brain will find that kind of humor funny. The same people who find getting kicked in the nards is funny. I don't find that funny.
What do you find funny? Do you find stealing nursing kittens from their mom funny? Do you find harassing an outdoor colony of cats funny? Do you find breaking law after law in the place you chose to squat in funny? You thought it was pretty funny when you told everyone to report you and do their worst. It's not funny now.
It's not funny. And then I'm thinking, you laugh at flatulence. Yeah, but that doesn't hurt anyone. I mean...
Well, that's debatable.
Not really. Not unless you're trapped inside an elevator with the person doing it. But you know what I mean.
Or a 2.5-room shoebox luxury apartment. Or a Bangkok hotel. Or any number of other places where you've ruined someone's day.
To make excuses for him like people are doing is just so... Don't let these people travel. If you don't want to be arrested, don't travel to a place, to a foreign country where you know nothing about the laws.
Don't what now?
You don't respect the culture or the people.
Really?
He wasn't even, like, sorry. He was clapping his...
Wasn't even sorry. Because I was just trying to help a dying kitten that I can't prove was dying, but believe me. Okay.
Achievements in court. I'll play a couple clips I found.
I'm gonna get arrested, oh no! Oh no, mommy!
I'm gonna get arrested! Oh no, Smee! Oh no! Help me, Smee!
So as you can see, like I said, the guy's a total douchebag.
So like you can see, the girl's a total douchebag. This is just as delicious as a bonus Sammy, y'all.
If he was released, he's just gonna keep doing things like that. He's gonna think he's unstoppable.
Yeah, just kind of like how you thought you were unstoppable because you kept getting away with crap.
Was it Logan Paul who did that? Went to Japan. He was so disrespectful to the culture.
Yeah, kind of like how you went to a graveyard that one time and were so disrespectful of the culture and walked all over your husband's mother's grave. Remember that?
Pepperidge Farm still remembers.
That's nothing like this, though, is it? No, I guess not. Because it's you and not someone else that you can rag on. Rules for thee, but not for me.
It's not wise.
Give us wisdom. What would be wise? Would it be wise to research the laws of the country you choose to squat in? Would that be wise? I think that would be wise.
Something bad will happen to you,
Will it?
such as being arrested for almost the remainder of your life. Arrogant. And they just think they're king crap, you know, and just like, they think they're it and nothing, they're untouchable. That's why they need to be set as examples.
Do they? Well, here's your example of how not to rescue an animal, how not to collect donations, and how not to get along in Kuwait.
You can't just go around traveling to foreign countries, breaking their laws, and expect to be, oh, well.
Yeah, exactly.
Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly, Chantal. Exactly, Teardrop. You can't just go to some country and expect to be excused and expect to do whatever you want regardless of the law. Tell it. Tell it. Preach it, Chantal.
Big shot YouTuber. I'm a big shot social media star. You know, so what?
So what? You tell him, girl. You tell him.
I don't know much about this person.
Obviously.
I saw the story on Ray William Johnson.
I mean, tell us what else you don't know much about. You don't know much about animal rescue. You don't know much about cat behavior. You don't know much about the Kuwaiti legal system or the laws of the land you live in, well, squat in. You know what they have at the Burger King, though. I guess there's that.
My haters are going to be like, well, you do that.
You do, and you did, and a month after you filmed this, you did it real bad, and, well, look at you now. That's a smug look for the ages.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. And you did. A lot. To the point of an official complaint that may result in legal charges. Oops.
What, accidentally ran a stop sign once?
Well, as far as your dangerous driving, you definitely did a little more than miss the odd stop sign. But we'll let that go for now, I guess, because sounds like the government of Kuwait has bigger fish to fry with you.
No different from stealing a cop's motorcycle. And probably, the thing is, they won't learn from this.
Another death stare from Julia. How I miss those. I hope she's okay. This is really the only side character I care about in this situation that's going on right now. Where is Julia? Is she safe? Is she okay? Did they just dump her back on the street? What's going on? We know if she fled to Canada, there's no way she took Julia with her. Now, she said she would if she did, ever leave the country, she would take Julia. She said that, but we know she won't. Anyone who's ever experienced international travel with a pet knows how complicated and expensive that can get. She does not have it in her, even if she could afford it. Thoughts and prayers for Julia, y'all.
I myself will be doing some IRL streams here in the beautiful country of Kuwait.
Oh, those IRL streams in beautiful Kuwait just worked out so great for you, didn't they?
Stay tuned for that. I get panicky when there's, aggressive traffic, but I'm going to try to stay calm, deep breaths, try not to be scared away. You don't learn how to do things that way.
You don't learn how to do things, period. Until Chantal resurfaces, be it on the Foodie Beauty channel or the Kuwaiti Evening News, there's a lot we just can't know for sure. But I do know I'm far from alone in wishing Chantal a very merry find out after all this effing around. Here's hoping our next mukbang is a big old bowl of oops all consequences. That's all I've got for this one. Like and subscribe if that's your thing. We've got more Doherty Dramerty on the way here soon. And let me know if you want to see more retro reacts kind of like this one. And I'd like to take a moment just to thank all my subs, old and new. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that stopped by to roll in my little pigsty with me. Have a great one, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
You watched it, didn't you?